Hey guys, Grant here with Canada Brush Control, and we are on our way to another project. And if you've watched the channel for a little bit, you'll recognize this property. We were there just towards the end of the season. It was one of the final jobs that we did last year. We brush hogged a property. It was a farm, and we did about close to 10 acres of farm field. Cleaned it up, brush hogged it out. The homeowner had just purchased the property and needed to get that area brush hogged and cleaned out, so that way they were able to start gauging what they wanted to do there. So anyway, she's brought us back. We're heading there right now, and we are going to grade some of the area that's there and make sure that there's no holes, because there's a whole bunch of drops and divots and groundhog holes, and just, it's a nightmare. And she needs to get it graded off. She's getting horses there, and she wants to make sure that it's level ground for them to walk on. So we're heading there right now, and we'll get some drone footage as we get there. Should get some drone footage, hopefully, and so we can do some before and after content. And yeah, it's should be an interesting day. The day is beautiful out, so looking forward to it. So here we go. Alright, so we're going to walk you through what exactly we're doing here. Some of you guys might remember this property. We actually brush hogged it all last year, and it's come a long way since. She's still doing a lot of work. This field's being used right now for cows and for cattle, and they're doing well. So you can't really see from this angle, but they have been, she's been working hard trying to get all the debris and everything out of the field. There is a ton, and this whole entire field here is what we're going to work on. Basically right here, the transition going in, we're going to slope it in, make sure that that she can get in. This is going to be all for horses. There is a ton of holes. This place used to be used as a dog breeding place, dog breeding farm, I guess. So right here was one of the harder spots when we brush hogged it, because there was so much holes and so much unpredictability here that we almost flipped. I think once I hit an area that was just parts unknown. Yeah, it's like so anyways, we have to clean all this out. We're going to grade and level the entire area here.
Max flight distance reached.
Oh, so anyways, we are going to clean all this area up here, get it graded, working nice. And that's her ring. It's over there too that we have to clean up. There's some geese in there. She says that the nest is done, so hopefully everything will work out. So yeah, we're going to get all this done. I got someone at the truck, so we'll have to finish up quickly here. So that's the before. Let's see how we work it out. Well, the battery died, but I kept going. So what I did was I actually found all the high spots, knocked them down, and then what I've done is I found a place to get a borrow pit. I don't know if you can see it or not here. Hold on. And the material that I'm actually getting out of there is pretty amazing. The stuff is clean, it's sand, and what I'm going to do is in the pit itself, we're going to put all the grass that's in there because it's clumps, it's not coming apart, and it's just getting in the way. So we're going to fill it with grass, top it off with a little bit of the sand, and then use this sand to actually push and fill in all the holes, and not only save time, but it'll actually do what she wanted to get done. So I'm going to follow this vein of sand and see how much we can get out today, and just try and clean up a portion of it. I want to get to the fence over there, and we got to go as far as, I believe, the fence over there, the new fence that they put in, and we got to go up to that pile of scrap that's over there. So we have a lot to get done. Tomorrow Michaela's coming. She's going to be able to give me a hand. But in the meantime, I'm going to put you back on a time lapse. I have the music going, so we don't want copyright. But I'm going to put you on a time lapse, and we're going to continue. So here we go. Well, it's the next day, and we just got here. Worked pretty late last night. I don't know if anybody's had this problem before, but my GoPro is, I guess, about coming on to 2 years old, and it's constantly saying it's overheating, and it keeps shutting off, and I keep thinking it's the battery that's dying. So anyways, that's what happened yesterday, and I just got fed up with it and moved on so we can keep going. So we got a whole bunch scraped out. We got Michaela's here today, and it's the weekend, and summer's around the corner, so she'll be with us for the summer, obviously. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning, nice cool breeze. So we've been scraping till late last night in the field. And so what we're doing is we're scraping off the top of the majority of it, and then we're digging holes, and there's amazing material that's in there. It's a real sandy material. It's clean. There's no rocks or anything like that. So digging holes, we're burying it, and then we're using the sandy material. Right now it's just rough grade, but we're just using it to spread out. So today, got a huge hole I have to dig to get rid of that stuff over there, all the grass and everything. So we'll start with that. This has to be done. I got to make sure that we this is her training ring that she's doing, so we got to scrape all that out inside there, and we scrape a bit around it and clean it up. And then we got to get over here, clean this up as well, and still have a bit to go on this side over here. So I'm not sure how far we're supposed to go. I was under the impression that we could still see a couple poles. That's where the fence used to be. They used to breed dogs here, and this section here had where they were training the dogs, and there was so much drops and divots and holes. So this was the main area that she wanted to make sure that we cleaned up. So that's what we are working on is to try and take out all the hills and everything like that, all the rocks. This is going to be the area that her cows, well, her horses, I just saw that she's there. She's right over there.
Oh.
Her horse will hang out, so she wants to make sure that everything is safe for it. She's got horses over there too. That's her daughter's house. And so yeah, so I'm gonna hop in the excavator. Let's see how long this works and doesn't overheat, and we'll get started. Here we go.
Okay, so it is currently the next day. Yesterday he did all of there and into the back, and I cleaned up all here and around the barn with the trimmer. And right now he's going to just strip the horse ring that they've got going, and I'm gonna finish up with clearing up this area and any areas that really just need to be cleaned with the trimmer. And yeah, so that's what's happening today. Okay, so it has been a few hours since we started this morning. So far, what I've done is I finished in that area. It's mostly done with, I'm mostly done with the trimmer right now. I'm just kind of cleaning up the edge. He finished with stripping the horse pen, and he's got all the grass rolled up on the edges. So right now he's working on stripping an area so he can dig a hole and bury all that grass. So while he's doing that, I'm just gonna work on, again, just straightening out that line and just cleaning up anything else that needs to be cleaned up. But yeah, that's what's happened so far.
well, we are done. It is extremely late. Drone is booting up. The sun is setting, but yeah, everything's finished. Customer's super happy. So everything's clean, nice, and it's all set for, I think she's putting a riding ring in here as well, and an area for the horses to hang out in. So she's really happy with all the sand. So the horses will really like that. So yeah, so we're going to end with some quick drone footage, and we'll see you in the next project.